We are talking today about the checklist for identifying emotionally unsafe men. I had a breakthrough session this week with somebody who has consistently dated emotionally unsafe men, and she was excusing the inexcusable. I was pointing out things that she had done and that she continued to do for many, many, many years, and she still was excusing him. And we often do that because of our upbringing, because we don't know what emotionally safe looks like, because we didn't grow up emotionally safe, or we had relationships in the past that were not emotionally safe. So today in this video, I am going to reveal my ultimate checklist for identifying emotionally unsafe men. There are a few categories, and the first one is, how does he treat you? And this is, if you've been dating somebody for a little while, does he call you regularly or go out regularly? Does he ask you about yourself when you talk, or does he just talk about himself? If you live a little distance apart, does he usually go out of his way to meet you, or does he usually ask you to meet him and not make much of an effort to meet you? Does he frequently cancel plans at the last minute, or does he ask you out at the last minute, aka a booty call? You know, these late night, hey, you up, or are you available tonight? Last minute, my plans changed. You're the last minute option. Is he escalating the relationship? And this is really important because so many relationships remain on that level of dating once a week, dating every other week, and nothing ever goes from there because nothing escalates. So what escalation looks like is dating once a week to a few times a week, to spending nights together, to having that exclusivity and define the relationship talk. That's what escalation looks like. If you're just coasting for a long time and nothing ever changes, that is not a good sign. The next category is, how secure and safe do you feel? So we always need to check in with our feelings, and we usually forget to do that. Many of us don't even know how to check in with our feelings. So my question for you is, do you feel secure and safe with him when you are together and when you're apart? In many relationships, you feel good when you're together, but when you're apart, you get anxious. You worry that he's going to leave you or he's flirting with other women. The next point is, do his actions match his words? Many people say lovely things. That's what love bombers do. That's what many people do. But do his actions and words match? Do you trust him? That is huge. Do you feel trust? Is he accountable and consistent? Both are really important. So consistency, if a person is up one day, down the next, loving to you and then mean to you, inconsistent, big red flag. And the last point in how secure and safe do you feel is, does he listen to understand you? Many people who are not good for us listen just to be heard, or they don't listen at all. And I want to just also say is that whatever we're wanting from a man, we should be doing all these things too. We should be making effort. We should have our words and actions match. We should listen to understand as well. And we know we need to be speaking up and asking for what we want. So if you are doing that and he's still not responding, those are big red flags. The last category is respect. Do you feel valued? Huge. You know, we often walk around, and some of it is on us. Like if we walk around feeling unvalued all the time, then that's inner work we need to do. But if he's not showing that he values you or he respects and cherishes you, that's a big red flag. Does he have your back? You know, you call him, and this was something that the woman I was talking about before said. She had an issue. She asked him for support, and he said, oh, you could hire somebody. That's a man who doesn't have your back. And the next point, which is, does he treat you with kindness? This man did not treat her with kindness. And yet she made excuses for him and said, well, he wasn't really selfish. He was just self-centered. The next point is, does he honor your needs? If you ask for something, is he honoring your needs, or is he making his needs more important than yours? Which brings me to the last point. Does he respect your boundaries? Boundary respect means that he sees that your needs are just as important as his. And a person who disrespects your boundaries is saying, my needs are more important than your needs, so you're not that important. Let me know if you've ever dated anyone where you felt this way. I certainly did before I did the inner work to value myself more and really recognize without a doubt the line in the sand that I knew for sure these men were not good for me and I needed to walk away. So if you are ever unclear about where you stand or how much he values and respects you, this man is probably emotionally unsafe for you, and don't excuse his behavior. No matter how great the chemistry is, no matter how mind-blowing the sex is, which makes you fuzzy in your head, even if you think that you're madly in love with this man, the bottom line is he is not good for you. He is emotionally unsafe for you, and you need to walk away. Here's a hard truth. Men treat you poorly if you allow it, and if you stop tolerating disrespect, you're going to attract men who respect and value you, and you will learn that bottom line to quickly walk away from men who don't. And this doesn't just go for men, by the way. This goes for anyone in your life, whether it's a friendship, any kind of relationship, a relationship at work where people are constantly toxic to you and you feel really emotionally unsafe. Take a good look at all your relationships. So I encourage you to leave men who are emotionally unsafe to make room for somebody who wants to be part of his life and you want to be part of each other's life. Somebody who makes you feel loved and safe and cherished for who you are, not for who he wants you to be, and mold you into somebody who you're not. Sometimes, by the way, it is hard to see through the smoke and mirrors of men who are really charming. And that's why it's helpful to have somebody on your side who has clarity and perspective. And I can be that person for you. I am the voice of reason. That's what I've been called by many, many people. I'm the voice also of tough love, the person who says enough already because I care about protecting you. I have your back. And when you've let go of that toxic person, you will finally have the energy and the head and the heart space in your life to learn the skills to be the woman of value who has the confidence and self-worth to choose and stay with the man you want and deserve. If you find it difficult to stop attracting and attaching to the men who are toxic to you, I invite you to book a love breakthrough session. During our 45 minutes together, I'll help you accomplish two critical things. Number one, uncover the hidden challenges that are sabotaging your success with men. They are not usually obvious. They're under the surface and they're stopping you cold in your tracks every single time. The second thing that you're going to accomplish is to have inner renewal and inspiration to meet and attract a man who is 100% worthy of you, your time, your attention, and love. If you're interested in learning more about private coaching, go to lastfirstdate.com/application and apply for your breakthrough session with me today. Can't wait to talk to you.